We're like, hi, folks. The establishment
You're
of Mac
live.
is here.
Maleek, you're
Oh,
on. Oh my
hello.
god.
Can you send the link?
Hello,
Yeah, I
folks.
sent it.
I'm Maleek Diaz, Fremont Senator, and I approve this message.
I'm after
Now,
Maleek, right?
Yes.
I proudly endorse Ethan Fitzgerald and Tom Kirkman to stay the course with the American success that has happened under this administration. I am proud of these two individuals, two close friends that I've seen and been with for a long time. You know, no matter what happens tonight, we got to be proud of the American election process. After this divisive election is over, no matter who wins, let's unite the country. Let's stand together, and hopefully we can stay the course. Ladies and gentlemen, John Uberfeld.
Yay.
Before I begin, I'd like to briefly thank the president and the vice president for giving me the honor this afternoon of saying a few words during this final campaign effort tonight. When the polls close tomorrow and the results are set in stone, I know for a fact that we will have won. I can't predict if we'll win the election, but I do know that we've won in all the places that count. We've won in our battle to expand healthcare services to millions of Americans. We've won in fighting for the right of every child to be provided quality healthcare. And we've won in the war against the coronavirus and have ended a national nightmare that few presidents over our history would have had the strength to handle. The president entered office after 4 years of fiscal chaos and mismanagement and was handed a $600 billion deficit. That was the context of our government when the president took his oath of office. And now, as we look back on Fitzgerald's term, we've had a universal basic income, we've expanded the earned income tax credit, we've proposed a budget which would restore our government to a place of fiscal responsibility. It could be hard for many of us to understand the gravity of the situation we're in right now. Far too many treat politics as if it were a sport where we root for our favorite team. But that isn't how the single mother who is now able to provide pre-K for her child sees it. That's not how the poor family who was put out of work during the coronavirus sees it. Those in Taiwan and South Korea and Japan who now have hope of a world where Chinese aggression will come to an end don't see this presidency as a small blip in our world's history, but as a reason to celebrate. When we hear the words "stay the course," many may be tempted just to see another slogan. But as someone who has worked with this administration since day one, I see it as a call to every working person, every poor person, every single parent, and every American that we can and will continue marching forward for a better America. Anybody can make smears towards a political opponent, but you cannot smear the genuine accomplishments that have created boundless opportunity across this nation, for the worst off of this country, for the middle class, and for you. We are not campaigning simply on re-electing a man. We're campaigning on the untold opportunities for millions of Americans that have opened up because of universal childcare, because of UBI, because of our unprecedented expansion of healthcare services. I do not ask anyone to vote for Fitzgerald simply because he is my friend, or because it is politically valuable, or for any reason of that sort. I ask you to vote for the change that this country needs, to show those in office that you are proud of the progress that has been made. So America, I will not demand you vote for anyone, but I can present my case. And as someone who's been in this community for years, who has ran with Fitz and ran against him, I cannot give enough of an endorsement to this president. I am proud to be working with him, and I am more optimistic now than ever that we can, as a friend of mine once put it, reignite the American dream. Thank you very much.
Yay. All right. So now, so I'm just going to speak candidly here. You know, we're here tonight because America is facing an important choice. The choice of electing a president, but also the choice of a path forward. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. You all know me, I'm Mackay. I'm the Secretary of State, DNC Chair. I'm the UN Secretary. But more than all that, I'm a friend of the President of the United States, Ethan Fitzgerald. And over the past 6 weeks, I've had to work alongside him and his extremely productive administration. And I can honestly say that in all time, workside presidents have shown the determined courage, grit, and hard work that Ethan has. So today, I am telling you all why I believe you should mark your X next to Ethan Fitzgerald and Tom Kirkman to be re-elected president and vice president. We hear a lot about plans when election comes around. And someone who has served cabinet longer, Drew, I consider him again. Ethan Fitzgerald's plan for America is a better plan for America. And let me get on the record and say that I'm not here someone who likes to trash about people that I friends with, that Andrew, as I said before, is a fine person. But this moment doesn't demand fine. We shouldn't be settling for fine. We need someone who has the strength, courage to carry us to peaks. We need someone who's experienced to lead us down new paths forward with the most confidence. Someone who isn't just going to stand up for the future country, but he's going to get out there and play a major role in helping shape it. And that person is my good friend, the President of the States, Ethan Fitzgerald. So I'll be honest, after nearly a week leadership Fitzgerald administration, which I'm a part of, I'm not tired, I'm fired up. I'm fired up to get out there and vote for a stronger care system, a strong middle class, a strong education system, a stronger policy, stronger infrastructure, and an overall stronger America. We need a president who isn't ready to stand up and defend the rest of Americans across the board. Someone who believes, as I do, that America is at its best when it worked for everyone. We need a president who doesn't just have plans, but who implements them. We need a president who has a platform to stand on and run on and be proud of throughout the whole cycle, and someone who has proven leadership to put it in place. We need a strong and seasoned leader for our nation, and as president, Ethan will continue to be that leader. I've been up close and personal with the Oval Office and it takes to be commander, and I know what to look for in a president. And let me say now, we don't need a divider, we need a uniter, we need a bridge burner, we need a bridge builder. We don't need equivocations, experience. We don't need to stop. We need to move forward with Ethan Fitzgerald and Tom Kirkman. Friends, let's root the team that we know that we can count on, led by someone with the drive, determination to get things done, someone who doesn't just talk the talk but walks the walk. My friends, we've come too far over the past 6 weeks to turn back. My friends, over the past term, we have followed through with our promise of reigniting the American dream, but now we need your help, that dream alive. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless the States of America. And I'd just like to take this time to introduce to you all someone I'm proud to friend as well, the Vice President of the United States, Tom Kirkman.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Over the course of the last 6 weeks, our administration has always been relentless in pursuing our goals and unrelenting in declaring that no American will ever be forgotten again, that no problem or crisis will ever be brushed under the carpet again, that no American should ever have to choose between going to the doctor or selling their house, that no one in the richest country in the history of the world should ever have to spend the next 40 years of their life paying back crushing student loan debt, that no American should ever have to worry about invasions of their right to vote by foreign and domestic powers, that the rights of people with disabilities, rights of women, rights of children, rights of all LGBTQ plus identifying people are protected in writing in international law, that we can come in anything we set our minds to if we just have the resilience and resolve to tough it through, as we've seen with the coronavirus. And yes, we've declared that if you've ever been counted out, left behind, forgotten about, as long as you have hope, you'll make it through anything that's thrown at you. And lastly, we've proven that good, effective, and compassionate leadership works, and it works wonders. I've been told by many people, your plans are too ambitious, your goals too unrealistic, your ideals too expensive. Well, I stand here to say there should never, and there will never, be a price on American success. There will never be a price on compassion, and there will never, ever be a price that can outweigh the American spirit or resolve. But there is a price. There is a price for taking a step backwards. There is a price for going back to the old. There is a price for putting moderation over ambition, and that price will be paid by millions of hardworking Americans. And that is something that this administration and this campaign will not stand for. When this nation was founded 225 years ago, it was founded on ambition. Ambition to create a nation that respected and lifted its people up rather than holding them back with the chains of oppression. Ambition to create a nation that put the power in the hands of the people rather than power in the hands of those at the top. That ambition is the same as what drives us today. Some would rather us stay where we are, to uphold the status quo, and to take inspiration from the past instead of looking to the future. But in this state of Pennsylvania and this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and who wished to look behind them. This country was built by those who moved forward. Those same truths ring evident now. This country cannot be led into the future by those who linger in the past, and this country cannot advance forward as a leader in all things by those who think that good enough is good enough. In this country, in this country and in this campaign, we stand firm and declare that our ambitions are limitless, our resolve unwavering, our empathy boundless, and our strive towards the future at an ever-increasing pace. We will never let in, we will never slow down, we will never stop believing that we can always do better. And we will never, ever let the policies of the future be dictated by those of the past. Let us march on, push forward, dream big, and aim high, and always remember that when there's no ceiling, the sky is truly the limit. President Ethan Fitzgerald is the embodiment of the values that built this nation. A hard-working man from a middle-class home in San Diego to President of the United States. A message to every kid across the country. If you believe in yourself, and if you believe, like our founding fathers did, that anything is possible, that regardless of the color of your skin or the gender you're attracted to, or if you're a man or a woman, that you can grow up to be President of the United States of America. That's the America I believe in. And it's the America Ethan Fitzgerald has fought so hard for. Over the past 8 weeks, we've seen it again and again. The president is completely unrelentless in pursuing his goal of reigniting the American dream. But we're only just getting started. And to tell you more about that, it is now my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the current and next president of the United States, Ethan Fitzgerald.
Woo! Yeah.
Hello, my fellow Americans. It's wonderful to be with all of you for one last rally before your voices are heard at the ballot box. I could not be more appreciative of the movement we have built, a movement that has brought so many people together, the values we share and the morals we must uphold. We reached out, brought people in, and lifted one another up. This campaign has never been about a single individual, but each and every American. It's never been about petty personal politics, but instead what can bring us together. It's never been about dysfunction in the Capitol, but instead recognizing through hard work and hearing from people of all perspectives that you can bring about progress on behalf of our fellow citizens. Over the past 6 weeks, since being inaugurated as president, we have built monumental progress. I am so proud of the new reality we have helped to craft for people who had felt unheard and left behind for too long. In this nation, though, for as long as I'm president, we have and will always go forward together, each and every single one of us. This is because we love our country, our fellow citizens, and we will always stick up for one another. In this campaign, we've seen some high points and some lows. But know this, that ends at the ballot box today. With a vote for our campaign, you can say that smears, falsehoods, and toxicity is not who we are in the United States. We're all better than that. With a vote for our campaign, you can say yes to decency, honesty, humility, and unity. With a vote for our campaign, you can say yes to results and building on them. You can say yes to common cause and common purpose. Finally, you can come to recognize that a vote for this campaign is a vote for you and your families. There is so much on the line today. Everything we have worked so hard for. The time we put in and the dreams and aspirations that have become livelihoods are on the ballot. Experienced, stable, and unwavering leadership is on the ballot. The character of our nation and the value of how bold we choose to be is on the ballot. If we look to history, when we have set our hopes high, we have always prospered. From Washington to Lincoln to the Roosevelts to FDR and onward. When we fight hard for what we believe in, we succeed. Let's do so again in this election. Finally, to everyone who's played a role in this campaign, whether it be from door knocking to giving speeches, endorsements, and through your vote later today, I could not be more honored to have your support. You've made this campaign about all of us, and I could not be more grateful. To those who may still be on the fence, know this, I will fight for you like I fight for my family. I will listen to you, be there for you, and build a future you can be proud of. Now, as soon as the ballot drops, I urge each and every single one of you to get out and vote for this movement you've made your own. A movement that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thank you, God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Yay!
I was trying to get a clap sound, but it just turned into ads.
Yes! Yes!
New Boundless Atom. New Boundless
As soon
Atom
as the
album.
ballot drops, I urge
May
each
17th.
and every single one of you to get out and vote. Have you ended it?
Stan.
I actually can't find a way to end it. Oh wait, no, I found it.
May 18th. Boundless Atom.